Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken. Down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. This is Hunt on the draw play. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Watson now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll run it with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Lott. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Watson, never good on a pass. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Hines. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw, Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here we go on 4th. Watson That's complete to Meredith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Hey, 31.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if they can run a little bit.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. It finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the delay, here's Hunt. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm being given much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson being chased out left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ben Banagou able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Grant. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Campbell making the catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds just short of midfield.
The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check out. Ready. Rap. Slam. Check. Go ahead. Check.
They'll run on first down. Hines, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll run here with Mack. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Rush in.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to... And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson, eluding the pressure right. He may try. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the interception, it's Love. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Locke. He completes this one to Mack. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
1st and 10.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Check. Watch 54. Let's put him on the front.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.